Okie dokie. That should do it. There's Twitch. There's... yep. I gotta check everything. I'm not used to having to check this much stuff. You go down, and then you come up, and... Hello, Taylor. Welcome. There it is. Oh, I just found the game. Perfect. I am doing pretty good. Especially considering we are this close. This close to hitting 40 on my hardcore Paladin here. 1 life, 60 levels. We are 45% of the way through time-wise, I think. Something like that. And yeah, so I'm glad you're here. What else do I need? You back up there. All right. I am going to just dive right in here. I have a bit of a plan for today, but just a little bit. Hello? That's a name I'm not going to try and pronounce. On YouTube, nothing personal, just I don't recognize most of those characters. All right, yes, I was trying to sort out my bank a little bit because we are kind of jammed full of stuff here. Yeah, I don't think there's really... I was doing a little bit, not last night, the night before. Last night? Night before. Anyway. So, yes, I just need to... Got buff food, more buff food, and more Rumsey rum, and more Rumsey rum, and more, and more, and more Rumsey rum. We are going to head to... what's it called? Not Dustwallow Marsh. Swamp of Sorrows. We got to fly to... I should have done this before the stream started. We got to fly from here to Duskwood so that we can get... Once we're on the flight path, I'll kind of lay out my plan for today. This is hardcore vanilla World of Warcraft on a challenge run Paladins. There's Stormwind, there's Darkshire. That's where we need to go. This is going to take us a few minutes. So what we're going to do is we are going to fly down to Duskwood here. We're going to land, you know, right there at the Flight Master. Graphic, I got my finger healed up. I got the bandage off. I don't know if you can kind of, as I give you guys the finger on screen there, you can kind of see right at the tip there, there's a little piece of my nail missing. That's, yeah, sorry guys. Let's turn my hand over a little bit there. Just trying to get the light to catch, yeah, that side of my finger there. Sort of see, it's hard to see with the angle and the light and everything. But took a decent little chunk out of there, Graphic. That don't take that hand waving personally. I was chopping vegetables, Taylor, a couple of nights ago, just for supper, and we got a new knife a little while ago, and it was really, really sharp. Will no one think of the children, Graphic? Anyway, so yeah, a couple of times the knife came down, and I hit my fingernail and it like embedded in the nail, but this time it was right on the edge, and so it just sliced through. It just nicked the tiny little edge of the, like there was so I was cutting chicken at the time to make matters worse, but I cut it. I realized as soon as I had what I'd done, so I washed my hands to make sure we didn't get raw chicken in the cut, and then I put 2 bandages on it to hold it tight. And then I put on a pair, like we have some of those like nitrile gloves for well, we used to have them to help like care for our son, but now that he's moved out, we mostly just use them for painting and cooking and stuff like that. So I put one of those on to keep it dry, And yes, so I had the bandage on for a couple of days. There's still a little bit of a sensitive spot there, but I really can't. Like last night, I was moving some blankets around on the bed, like before going to sleep, and I actually caught because on like most of the nail on this side is fine, and then there's a big like V-shaped slice or upside down V-shaped slice of the nail, and then it still comes down to the very corner of the thing here. So there's like was a point on there, so I had to trim it down a little bit, and just so it wasn't so catchy. Like I wore a bandage on it last night. Actually, I wore the bandage until about 15 minutes ago when I decided I better let it breathe a bit. But yes, it could have been. Oh, it could have been so much worse. So much worse. Yeah. There was like one little tiny pinhead of blood that came out from the nail bed there, and yeah, so I'm fine. It's just we've got to wait for the nail to grow back out, so it's not so. It's like that's the word. Like if I catch my nail on something really bad, and you know, like that could be worse than actually having cut myself with the knife. But I've never cut straight through my fingernail like that with a kitchen knife. But yeah, it's sharp. I should be fine. Like there's no infection, or I would have you know felt it by now. But I probably won't until something bad happens. Yeah, well, technically what you're supposed to do if you're chopping vegetables, right, is you're supposed to put the vegetable under your hand like this with your knuckles curled under so that you can't, so there's nothing to hit with the knife edge. I'm not doing that very well on the camera, but if you're, you know, if you've got the onion here under your hand, keep going the wrong way because the camera's. But then if you're cutting down like this to cut the edge of the onion, then you. But yeah, for so long I've been used to just like doing like a more grip like that, and so then my nail was a little closer to being in the way. Anyway, so what I was trying to say was that we are coming over through into where is it here? Into Swamp. No, that's not. Oh, we're down here. Into Swamp of Sorrows for several reasons. We need the Dream Dust here. Because we have another quest to turn in Stranglethorn Vale. This quest turns in Stranglethorn Vale. We're going to do both of those. We'll ding 40. We're going to run over to fish up a Misty Reed Mahi Mahi for the 225 plus fishing thing. And then technically there's a couple of other quests we can do in here. I might just hit this and hit this and then go back because I want to train my mount. Exactly, yeah. And because I was cutting something like I was cutting up a chicken breast, but so I had, you know, thinner slices, so I was just cubing them up. And I don't know, when it's smaller like that, I have a hard time like holding it still with those fingers. And it's mostly just bad habit. But yeah, so we got to run through Deadwind Pass here, and then we're going to be grinding these for a while because we need 10 Dream Dust, and it's a fairly low drop chance. But in fact, I'm fully expecting to hit 40 before we get probably halfway through the Dream Dust. But we'll finish the Dream Dust. We'll probably run along the edge here, and then we'll fish down. Technically, you can catch them in any of these spots, but I think the southern edge here is most likely. But if we go up here, there's way too many guys to fight. And down here, it's a little more spread out. Not that it should matter, as long as we don't get turned around in Deadwind Pass. I must have been through No, maybe I haven't been through Deadwind Pass before. On this character. WoW 2 or Classic Plus? Yes, I know. I've been wanting to play the hardcore character mostly on stream. Okay, that's the direction we don't want to go. And thank you to the Sky Shadow, Ruk Maktao over there, to let me know that that is not the direction I should be going. Yeah, so another friend of mine that I've never actually played World of Warcraft with, but have become friends with entirely virtually, I suppose, through Twitter and through a bunch of their other content. And so he's playing some World of Warcraft, just regular vanilla. Sadly, all of the characters that I had on the original vanilla realms, of course, they got pushed ahead to Burning Crusade, and then they got pushed ahead to Wrath. And I don't know what they did from there on out. They probably kept pushing them ahead, so they're probably in MoP now. But so I had no characters back in Classic, so now I'm... Okay, that scared me. For a second, I thought that was an actual enemy I was going to have to fight. But yeah, so he's been playing, so I started a character there to try and catch up, because he's like 27 or 28 or something, or probably 30, low 30s by now, but I'm gaining on him. But so we can play together some once in a while. Use little knives. Oh no, don't say things like that, Taylor. That just makes me cringe. But I'm not telling you to, make up lies, but that just disturbs me. The mental image, being part of something new from the start would be fun. Yeah, I think so. And that's why I was a little disappointed to not get to like when the whole hardcore thing happened here. Originally I was just going to play a priest, and I was going to just level, and we were going to do all the stuff together. I was planning to be part of the raiding community for once, and then life got busy. But also I came up with this challenge idea for a paladin, and so now I have to play this out and see where it leads. Okay, these guys are pretty low level. I probably don't need every buff imaginable here, but at the same time, if I'm not careful, I'm gonna get 2 of them here. Gonna go, Taylor. Hey, no worries. Appreciate you being here. Oh, come on now. I don't want to fight 2 of you. Oh, and of course there's a swamp jaguar there as well. How are we for... Our quest log's got a little bit of room in it. But you know you want to. He's got acid spit, so we can't... Well, we can kite him a little bit, but... Yeah, these guys have a 20% drop chance, which is pretty low. It's about the same drop chance that you have for Saida's bag, actually, in wetlands. Yeah, because I was enjoying playing with all the like-minded dwarves there. Oh, somebody got taken down by Old Icebeard. Maybe I should pick up the Encroaching Wildlife quest. No. Okay, let's just focus on these guys, Dave. One thing at a time. We will easily be 40 before we're done these quests here. Yeah, not in this area. But yeah, definitely more sort of out this way, and especially along the coast there. There's definitely some stealthed enemies out there for sure. But yeah, I was just kind of hoping that I would be able to, because it... Yeah, see, there's another one there. I mean, not that I don't think I can take 2 at a time. It's just, it does, Oh, where are you going? Good grief. All right, maybe I can pull you first instead. You at least I can reposition. bit better. The whelps, you kind of have to fight them where they're at, more or less. But yeah, I think for me the biggest difficulty when Classic Plus comes around is kind of picking what community I want to, because like I don't have enough friends. Do I have more viewers on YouTube than on Twitch? So far on, oh well, let me see. I'm gonna say there's 3 people right now on Twitch. Yes, I guess technically I do right now on YouTube. It's always a little bit tricky to follow. But I'm set up for like on the mobile side. Pardon me, the mobile side of YouTube. There is definitely, and like Classic and Hardcore in particular go through phases as well. No, nobody imaginary. Oh, we got a small flame sack. That's fantastic. Because we also have the dragon breath chili recipe. We may have to ooh, and what's that up there? Oh, well, we're still gonna mine it when the time comes. But I gotta work my way over there. All these pairs of whelps here. I gotta split them up. There we go. But it really does vary. YouTube, especially on mobile, there's a lot more people that cycle through. Oh, come on, get him. Nope, can't keep missing like that. There we go. Mark? Oh, I didn't. Sorry, there was it's one of the downsides of having a combined chat. Sometimes it gets a little bit. Had to switch accounts. Oh. Well, welcome. It's a name I don't recognize. But maybe I should. But yes, I do have Oh, I see. Sorry. My yes, my channel requires you to be verified in order to chat. Yeah. There's just, it's nothing personal. There's just way too many people, or way too many things, like whether they're bots or whether they're spam things or whatever, that just take advantage of Twitch and try to whether it's, like I said, whether it's spam or whether it's advertising or whether it's other things. So exactly, right? Weird AI chats and people being, you know, even if some of them are real people, just the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're just, you know, they're there to cause trouble, and they do it from burner accounts because they don't care. So yeah, the 2-factor verification and all that stuff for accounts is kind of important for making the chat a manageable place. And I have seen you there again on the YouTube side of things. The one thing I have noticed on YouTube is that there are a lot less native English accounts, like accounts that have like Russian, like Cyrillic alphabet letters in their usernames, and not to, whatever, I'm not saying they're not valid accounts, but I definitely see it a lot more on the YouTube side. So again, so it makes it hard sometimes to address people. Okay, that is a mage. What are you doing here, mage? We're going to get a second one here, aren't we? Wow. Okay, we definitely... I'm not mad about that. Not aggroing these guys. Man, come on. Gotta hit him. Okay, gotta back up a little bit here. Alright. Heal up. Yeah, it's one of those things you sort of... Whatever. Like, by streaming, you end up... whatever. It's part of streaming is that you kind of open yourself up to contact with people who may not have the best of intentions. But at the same time... you know, you never know who's gonna... Oh, we finally got our first speck of dream dust after killing like 10 of these guys. Come with me. Nope, that's not what I meant. Yeah, and some people will, like, you can set it on Twitch too, so that like only people who follow your account can chat, and then you can set it so that not only people who follow your account, but if you're a new follower, you have to wait 10 minutes before you can send a chat message. I haven't ever gone that far. But I can see you as a tool why it would be super useful for bigger accounts, bigger content, like, you know, people with more viewership than I have, little old me. So yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, oh yeah, this one might be the one that puts us over. Yep, there we go. We are now level 40. I've already decided I'm not taking Holy Shock. It does way too little for so much mana. Technically, in a sense, you could argue that it would be a safety play. Just in an emergency, you could heal yourself, you know, for 220 instantly, but that's not a big heal. And I think we're better off starting to go down Retribution here. We're gonna buff Blessing of Might. It's the only blessing we really use. Thank you very much, Graphic. We have now unlocked Seal of Light, Blessing of Light, Fire Resistance Aura, which we can't take because it's a protection spell. We have not really unlocked very many abilities, but we've unlocked the Mount. Yeah, so many things we can't take because of our challenge. But that's okay. We're saving us money in the long run, right? That other character I mentioned that I was looking forward to playing with my other friend. Pursuit of Justice first. Yeah. So, if you can see, Mark, the... all right, 2 Dream Dust. We're going places. There is... Well, here, I'll do it for you, so... There. That's the command that explains what this challenge is all about that I'm doing, because I'm doing a particular challenge that I invented myself. Because everybody always says, oh, paladins are too easy. So if you look at my thing here, I'm taking no protection talents. But also in my spell book, I have not even learned a single protection talent or ability. So I say, wow, that guy really doesn't want to attack me. So no devotion aura, I just have red aura. No bubble, no I have lay on hands. But no bubble, no stun, you can read it right there, right? All of the abilities that come from the protection tree, I have to do without.
Feet on the ground, junk in the trunk.
Like in The Simpsons, where Bart's got... I can't remember the episode, what it was about, but everyone just wants Bart to say the line, you know? Hiya, Jackie. WoW is working again. So that's good. But yeah, but yes, I agree. Pursuit of Justice is a really great talent, as is Seal of Command. But I decided that because I didn't have any of the usual protection abilities, feels a little bit, it feels like a warrior with not very many buttons. I can still heal, so I've got all the holy. That's why I decided to go down the holy tree anyway. Just because if I wasn't gonna be able to, you know, cast a holy shield on myself, I wanted to be able to like reduce the pushback for self healing and stuff like that, because I knew, really running away. Now he's coming back. Oh, so yeah, see, now I've got two of them on me here. Isn't a big deal because these guys are a lot lower level than me, but yeah, hardcore. I haven't gotten any classes other than Paladin to 60 in hardcore, but that's partly because I'm a Paladin main player, and so that's just about all I'm going to swap over to eating buff food instead of having the rum. I have so much buff food in my bank, it's ridiculous. But yeah, like if you've never gotten a 60 on hardcore, give a Paladin a try. You don't kill stuff as fast as most other classes, but unless you're doing a really ridiculous build that leaves like 3/4 of the Paladin toolkit off the table, then yeah, I should have grabbed that other thing. This will be the third swamp jaguar I've killed. Be making progress on 2 of them, but it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this one and then get the fishing thing because we need to go back for our mount. But you know, everybody says, "Oh, get a Paladin to 60." Like it's so easy. You just auto attack your way to 60, and in one sense, they're not wrong. But in another sense, anything in hardcore takes some skill. Like you can't be totally brain dead and still get to 60 on a hardcore. You have to. It's not like you have to try hard to die. You just have to. And we're gonna get a second one here again, aren't we? Maybe not. Only because we could back up. That's my wife texting me. Right, I should be able to come up here for a second and be safe. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, great. Now there's competition. Yeah, I'm not doing strict self-found. Like, I have grouped with people for some things. But I am... because it's a personal challenge. Like, obviously I have Varrigan's Fist. So, obviously I ran Dead Mines and Shadowfang Keep. But, of course, now that the whole hardcore race lock thing has slowed down, it's going to be harder to find a group for dungeons anyway. But, yeah, I feel nervous about going into a dungeon, especially now this late in the game, when I don't bring 3/4 of the Paladin toolkit to the table, right? I don't have Blessing of Freedom, because that's a protection ability. I don't have Blessing of, you know, the immunity spell that I can cast on other players. There's just so many abilities I don't have that a group really wants to have if they bring a Paladin. Like, I can heal just fine, or at least relatively fine. Maybe I need to go and grab that other thing. This guy might be here for a while, too. That's the only downside to this quest. That there's relatively few mobs that drop what you need. Let's see, this guy's maybe heading out of here now. He's going off to do something else, which is, again, fine by me. Level 16 so far, missing the mats for the target dummy. That's the other thing. I did go engineering. Usually I go alchemy because I like alchemy as a profession. It's particularly strong for paladins. But because everybody says, oh, you have to take engineering for hardcore. You have to take engineering for hardcore. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Engineering is really strong in hardcore. But considering I have no other escape tools, being able to drop a target dummy or use a grenade, I've got plenty of grenades to stun enemies. It's me still hanging around here. Okay. Oh, well, that was kind of him. More iron, I'll take that. So I have two existing level 60 characters. Well, okay, so my very first hardcore level 60. Sorry, there's too many things I want to cover. Just for clarity's sake, again, I don't know if there's one. So I don't know if the mage left or what, but yeah, so the rules I'm following are rules for me. Like, this is a self-found character, so only the items that drop for me or that I can find from vendors. Like, it's standard self-found rules. I will, like, there's no point in grouping up with the mage to fight these guys because Dream Dust is an individual drop, so it doesn't matter how fast we kill them. Like, we're not going to get them any like, we're not going to get the quest done any faster. No. So my first level 60 was during Season of Mastery, which was the accelerated server. So at the start it was 40% bonus XP, and by the end it was literally double the XP gain. So it was really quite easy to get to level 60. Like, you literally had to do half as many quests. But I, not that long ago, did get to level 60 on a second Paladin in the regular hardcore servers, like the official hardcore servers here. And that Paladin is still safe and fine. Oh, okay, that is you, Jackie. I thought I heard the growl of you coming in the first place, but maybe I was... maybe I was hearing things, or maybe you did and you're just playing the sound again to make sure I know it's you. But I hope you're doing well. That's a spider. Okay. Young sawtooths, sorrow spinners, and swamp jaguars. Okay. Yeah, that's the downside with picking up this quest, is that these enemies are everywhere. Oh, okay, that is what I heard. Like Graphic just finished saying, Dave is old, sometimes he forgets. Not just where I put things, but what I, heard or said or what have you. Feet on the ground. Yep. That's true. We did change that, didn't we? Thick spider silk. I'm not sure I have a use for that even. Swamp jaguar. Gotta do something while I wait for the Dream Dust guys to respawn. 5 mythic plus dungeons today. Oof. I can barely make myself do one, Jackie. I mean, I haven't done one in ages. We've had this conversation before. I don't like the mythic plus system all that much. I can appreciate that some people really do enjoy it, but I got you covered, Graphic. I got you covered. Come on. But yes, I can certainly understand. Like, after one mythic plus, my brain is mush. After 5, I would be Oh, there we go. These guys do have a net. Mental note. Ooh, white spider meat, though. We got to keep that. That's good for a higher level cooking recipe. Got to try and prioritize these whelps still here. Shouldn't be doing this while I'm in the middle of combat. Okay, just making sure my wife didn't text me back and I missed it, because, you know, that would be bad form, as they say. More iron. All right, this is like the place to be for iron. I have to say I have never watched Critical Role, but yes, I have known folks like that, and they just can't help themselves. We've gotten more flame sacks, almost as many flame sacks drop as we have the dream dust here, which is kind of concerning. We're gonna get them both. Yeah, we got them both. Okay. And we're low mana. This is great. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, these guys are low level enough that we are resisting a moderate amount of their spells. It's alright. I will pay attention to chat again once I kill this whelp and then go eat something. And apparently drink something too. Hey, Dream Dust! Alright. Alright, rock scale cod and some sweet nectar. Dungeon Crawler Carl, I've heard good things. Not a lot of things, but I've heard good things about Dungeon Crawler Carl. I can see why, like, as a whatever. So I haven't read any of it, so I don't, you know, have full opinions, but I mean, it certainly seems interesting from the little I've heard. There's a reason it's popular, right? That went by pretty quick. This guy wants to come and mine the iron, doesn't he? I was... Ah! Somebody wants the dragon breath chili. I hear that. Yeah, these guys do have a decent drop rate for the flame. Clearly, we're decent for flame sacks. It's not a decent drop rate for the quest item, but that explains why many of these whelps are dead. But I need the dream dust. Getting into Critical Role is daunting. Yeah, I can see that. 150 episodes in just their first campaign. 3 to 4 hours. Oh my goodness. I have some friends who live down the street, who have a D&D group that get together once a week or so. But I've never been able to join them. But time travel. I don't know about doesn't count, but it definitely adds up weird. Graphic, it's all, you know, timey-wimey. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, these days, it's no different than, like, trying to wade through Star Wars or Star Trek or any long-running IP. I mean, they're not as long-running as Doctor Who. But I don't know. I never, like, I appreciated when the sort of the early Doctor Who revival, what they were trying to go for. But the longer format really kind of didn't work for me. It's tricky, and the half-hour episodes from the older version were, you know, had their own sort of pacing issues and whatever. I don't know. I just never. Whatever. We didn't have access because it was on like Heavy Stone. It was on cable here for I don't know how long. Free food buff. The top part, yeah, exactly. They suffered a little bit from anime syndrome, right? Where you've got too much filler and too much sort of recap. Oops. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the same thing with Star Trek. Like, I have not kept up with modern Star Trek. I've somewhat kept up with modern Star Wars. I think I've seen just about everything that's come out. But again, there's only so much time, and but yeah, so when Doctor Who was on like CBC here, like the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, and we lost access, like when they switched over from analog to digital delivery for all that stuff, we weren't able to connect to it for a really long time. Just hardware and, you know, financial reasons, and because we lived in such a small town and all that stuff. But so we just got out of the habit of, like, we just weren't able to watch it, and so then we just, you know, it's a little bit like it's like any long-running thing that once you stop. Look like I'm green. I'm not poisoned anymore. Hey, Fenaria. Oh yeah, exactly, right? Like, I remember, like, when we were watching Stargate with our boys, or the older Star Trek shows, and when they had those, you know, the occasional recap episode where they, you know, kind of show some high points from the last, you know, like 3 seasons, so you're kind of caught up on the story, but you do it in like a story fashion rather than a flashback sort of thing. And what was I saying? What was that graphic about being old? Netherweave rune cloth, yes. Silk is good for that too. Or at least it can be. Sorry, I'm getting too far behind here. Oh yeah, so just those, like, the show recaps, right? Like, I remember having to explain to my kids, like, the reason they're doing this is because, you know, when the show first started, lots of people didn't watch it right away, and you couldn't just bring up the show on your phone or on your laptop and watch it whenever you wanted to. If you missed it, you missed it. So they had to make sure that everybody kind of knew what was going on and going into the story. And yeah, same thing with the old Doctor Who stuff there, but yeah, I will never touch One Piece, the anime, for the same reason, right? There is way too much. I mean, I had an appreciation for Dragon Ball when I was, younger, like a early teen and whatnot. And same thing. I refuse to get back into it. As cool as, and nostalgic as some of it is just too overwhelming. And too much to kind of feel like you got to catch up on. Now I'm way behind on chat. But yes, hardcore money-making skills. I think it's just that nobody spends the time to do the math. Yeah, that's like, I'm aware that they exist, like every now and again I come across a YouTube short or something that's got some clips from Dragon Ball. And because I, know the characters, I tend to watch them more often than not, and then, the algorithm decides that I like them. That warrior killing all these guys is not making me happy. I don't blame him, but I need my dream dust. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with retail World of Warcraft, right? Like, at this point in Midnight, like, there's so much, and, like, there's so much behind that I don't, like, because we're on, season 2 now. It's not even like there's that much, but there's enough that it feels like I may as well wait until the end of the expansion so I can kind of go through it all at the same time and not sort of get stalled halfway through and have to wait for the game to catch up. Which has its downsides too. Yeah, that's right. The rerun that might never come. Now you can find most of that old stuff one place or another. Yeah, that's exactly. Now that I'm finally caught up with Twitch chat, it's exactly what I was saying, Fanaria. There's just so much there, and like, because I've played in every expansion, it's not like, like I remember, at least vaguely, the the lore beats from Legion and from Battle for Azeroth, and here we go. Now we'll armor up. Oh, nice. Off to make lunch for, there you go. Yep. Most recent up-to-date lore is from Mists of Pandaria. Yeah, that's a bit of a throwback now. Yeah, and that's a shame. Like, if they ever do Legion Classic Pandaria, I would really encourage you to give it a try. It had its issues, but just the class lore of doing the order halls is really low. I mean, it expanded a lot of lore, and it took advantage of some existing lore. It did retcon a few things for a few classes, I think, but it really did sort of fill out what we understand about the classes and everything more. So I came back in BFA, finished off the Warlord zones, trying to enter Legion, and got stuck with 2 competing cutscene areas. Oh. I wouldn't have thought of that, but I guess DM had to place you in Dalaran. I had a problem like that in Wrath, actually. There was just so much. I don't know if it was an issue with my internet or with my computer or with the servers. Like, I know they had issues with the servers, and I had to have a GM port my character away from Dalaran because I was stuck there, but my character was stuck there, but I couldn't log in to Hearth anywhere else. So that's the only time I've ever had like in-person communication with a live real GM. Once you were 110, you were forced into BFA. Oh, they weren't in your face. Yeah. Stupid phases. Yeah, and now with the whole, like, because you can go... This guy's just going to be farming them. Farming up a storm. But yeah, now you can do it as like, not like time walking. What's the thing called, Jackie, where you go back and you do previous expansions? It's like Chromie time. There it is. Yeah, I don't know. To some extent, and okay, let me actually read your whole comment there, Graphic. Probably never get back into retail. Wow. Feel so late to the party. Yeah. Missed so much stuff. Accumulated over such a long time. It'd be too much to get back into. And the reality is you don't need to know everything. Yeah, artifact weapons were a lot of fun, Fenaria. Again, the system wasn't perfect, but it was at the time, it was an interesting progression system. Now it's just like, because they did it too much. It became more of a headache than anything, but yeah, and that's, I don't know for sure, but it strikes me that that's part of what they're trying to do with the end of sorry, my wife did reply to me. Every time I leave, I'm like, oh, there might be a respawn, so I gotta go back. But yeah, this guy is too fast. However, he just killed them too fast. That's the problem. Up until that point, if you missed an expansion, yeah, that's right. You could just go back and do the stuff at max level, right? Go through the story and everything. But because of what happened with the artifact weapons, and the way that the story played out, which I won't spoil for you, there were consequences, and that was sort of the story reason, but it meant that you couldn't actually go back and do the content in the same way. Like, I can still fly into Legion Dalaran. In fact, I was there this morning on my retail character because I need materials from that expansion in order to make the mount that I sell in the auction house. Also, interesting fact, if you still have a retail account, you can still actually make a modest amount of money selling the materials from your garrison. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, and eventually those just became appearances that you use in transmog now, right? And some of them you can still unlock. Well, the Mage Tower ones you couldn't unlock for the longest time, and now technically again you can. Fair enough, Fenaria, fair enough. All those add-ons, right? They take up a lot of space. I'm just kidding. I mean, they can, but but yes, I had wanted to go back. Like, if they do end up making Legion Classic, I will probably go back and do the Priest campaign, because that was the one that I didn't do that I wanted to. I did the Paladin, I did the Demon Hunter, I did the Mage, and I did the Death Knight, and those were my top 4. I wanted to do the Priest just to see how things kind of connected because a number of them, like the mage one, had nothing to do with it, but the Death Knight one in particular kind of had some overlap with the Paladin Order Hall, and so I wanted to do that just to kind of connect the stories. And same with the priest, but I never got around to doing the priest. I started leveling one, but then I didn't, like, it again, because you had the way you had to do it back then. It took me so long to get the Legion content that I didn't get there in time before we kind of had to move on. I missed a long comment of yours, Graphic, back there. Similar to when you go back to your own home in real life, right? Yes. Yeah, they've widened the roads, and the little corner store you used to go to when you were a kid to buy candy is you know, it's not there, or it's been turned into a laundromat, or like all kinds of stuff that just you really can't go back again. There's one spawning in. Come here. Ah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mind Mists of Pandaria. I mean, that was when they brought out the raid finder. Like raid finder difficulty or whatever it was. Oh right, we can't just oh, darn it. This little store for you is actually called the Little Store. Spend your allowance on Sundays. Nice. We need to refresh our food buff here. Haven't touched Mop Classic. Right. Yeah, I played a moderate amount of it. Yeah, I feel like that's when they were first bringing in the LFR difficulty, like the tourist version, sort of, for, not that it stayed that way really, but all right, there we go. Food buff. Who's gonna get there first, me or the warrior? But well, we pulled ahead on Dream Dust now, but for a while we were kind of 1-1. Yeah, and the store was far enough away, and my nice.
May your generosity be returned to you 100-fold.
There we go. Give him a buff, even though it puts me in combat, but he just killed the thing, so it doesn't. Anyway, I got my Dream Dust, so I'm good. Yeah, so I can count on one hand the number of times I went up to the store with one or two of my friends who were allowed to do cool stuff like that. My parents were too overprotective. The only time I could do stuff like that was when I was like spending time at my friends' places. But yeah, there's so much to it. I just don't think I could nice. Ooh, arcade machines. I did not see that graphic. I was actually looking at the store page today, trying to figure out, well, third quarter is like July, August, September. They don't have a lot of time left. But I appreciate you saying that. I hadn't seen that date come up. That's surprisingly quickly. Yeah, very cool. Arcade machines. Oh, Street Fighter and X-Men. Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, I never got into playing arcade games. Oh. I'm gonna say one more spider, and then I need some ore here, so let's... Unfortunately, I don't see much mithril in this place, but take what we can get. Not that I don't need some iron. Yeah, the place where I used to get my hair cut as a kid, the little sort of strip mall place where the barber was, across, like there was a little sort of corner grocer there, and there was just a little cubby hole. Like it was too small to have anything in it, really, except they had a handful of... Oh no. Level 60 priest. Died in Strathholm to a patchwork horror. Ouch. I only got 2 iron. Yeah, that sucks. They had an announcement a little while ago. September 10th post went up on their socials only 4 hours ago today. Well, there you go. It was like 8 hours ago or 7 hours ago now that I was checking. So, all right, we have killed all the spiders we need to kill. We need some more jaguars, and we need... there's... There. We need... Oh, the sawtooth crocolisks. Okay. Well, we'll find them. Yeah, I was going to say they're going to be over here. You can also grab a lost supply crate. Probably the Draenithus crystals, too. There's a lot of stuff we can do here. I just keep not... As much as I want to go back for my mount, I'm halfway through this quest, and so leaving now seems silly. But yeah, that's exciting to hear. I know, and I mean it's still an early access release though, right? It's not like the full 1.0 release or anything, but who knows how long that will take. At least that's what I was understanding from when I was reading up on it before, when you had kind of introduced me to it. Okay, that's funny. So I can see, like in the guild here, the dwarf guild, I can see, you know, whenever somebody logs in or whatever else, there's a hardcore character who just logged in, and I don't know what level they are, but their character name is literally parry, dodge, miss. None of it is, well, miss is spelled right. The other ones are spelled wrong, but you can tell that's what they were going for. Yeah, that's a great name. Good old RNG, hey? Well, thankfully these guys are all close together here. Yeah, oh, there you go. They're in fact a warrior. Oh no, the scout. No. I'm not worried about getting away from them. I'm just worried about being PvP flagged. Whew. Yeah, it doesn't tell me if they're... It doesn't tell me if they're, you know, whether they're, a lady dwarf or not. Only that they are a warrior, but... Yep. I didn't even attack them and I'm still flagged. I'm not super concerned. Should I be super concerned? Is there a horde that's gonna come and make sport of me? Maybe. That is the most dangerous part about being... Now you got me nervous. You know what? I don't have a bubble, and as much as I highly doubt Graphic as a high-level horde character on this server, just specifically so he can come and kill me if I got flagged, we're gonna go back and we're gonna train my
Here there.
gonna go back and train my 'cause I need to train my mount anyway, so let's go do that. I was thinking that might be your angle there, Graphic. All right. Either way, we'll fly back to Ironforge here, where we should be safe. Yeah, I wasn't so much worried about the guard there, but I was, but yeah, being flagged is not a good feeling. As soon as you're in flight, you're unflagged. Apparently, I didn't even notice that. Well, we're this far away, so we've still got to fly all the way back to... You know what we should have done? We should have run to Netherguard Keep to get the flight point. I mean, there's a higher chance we'd run into a horde there, but we should have done that before we ever got flagged. That should have been the first thing we did. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Or I didn't know it. I don't believe I knew that. But yes, it is, I mean, I'm clearly not flagged anymore. Makes sense. Like, nobody can attack you when you're on a mount, like on a flight point mount anyway. And by the time I get to Ironforge, we'll be like, we would have been well, I guess halfway through the timer anyway. But yeah, those patrolling guards, there's more of them than you think too. That's part of the problem. But we're safe now. We are safe now. We can reorganize some of our tender crocodiles. Any point in keeping that? 6 stamina. No, we'll sell that. Good grief. Where are you going, Dave? Oh, we got enough to make spider sausage. I feel like we should make some dragon breath chili just for fun. What I need to do though, before I need to get to Daenerys, and I need to get the eggs, and I need to get the eggs and the cheese. Is that it? Doesn't clear if you act like if you've chosen to enable PvP. Yeah. Yeah, that wipes it clean. That's a good safety thing to be aware of for sure. Okay. I need to smelt my iron together. Go in. I thought I had some spider meat already, but apparently I was thinking of something else. Okay. I gotta keep the flame sacks. Dang it. Oh, man. So many things. So many things. And I've got more mystery meat. Okay. I'm gonna go smelt that. Then I'm gonna go train. It'll save us a little bit of inventory space anyway. But I think we may as well go back and finish off a few more quests in Swamp of Sorrows there. And after that, I think I want to do Defenseless right away. If we don't get to Defenseless soon, the quests that are there or a lot of them are going to go. Well, a lot of them are probably green already. Oh, can we not smelt at the same time as looking at the map? That's not fair at all. Not fair. Ah. There was a bug in Wrath or Burning Crusade Classic where you get flagged if you fight the Theramore deserters. Oh yeah, in town. Yes, I can see that. That's a bit of a flight too. Like it's not around the corner for sure. I find your lack of fence disturbing. Alright, time to go train, then back to the bank. Right, so yeah, we've got... Oh, well, yeah, oh, not this. There we go. So, oh, I forgot it. Well, whatever, I didn't forget about it yet, necessarily, but... yeah, we can grab the Draenethys crystals. And at least one lost supply crate. That'll force us to go Blasted Lands anyway. At this point, we just need to make one entire loop of the zone, the whole zone here. But hopefully avoiding the... Yeah, exactly, Graphic. That's the first thing I thought of, actually, when Jackie brought up fences again. Or are they going to send us to Stormwind to learn the horsey mount?
No.
Yo, Tome of Nobility, yep. Speak to Dithorian Raw in Stormwind. Train me further. Alright. Seal of Light rank 2. I will happily take that. Okay, so parry is listed under defense, but plate mail is listed under plate mail. 11 p.m. Yeah, worn out from all those dungeons, right? Ooh, chocolate biscuits. Yeah, I had some lemon biscuits a little while back, and they were way too good, and I ate the entire package in two nights. But yes, bless you, Jackie. I do hope you have a great rest tonight. I totally sympathize with the addictive nature of sugar. We can take Blessing of Light. But yes, bless you so much. So glad I was able to play WoW while you were here. And have a good night. And a good rest. Do we want to learn Blessing of Light? I suppose we probably should. Place a blessing on the friendly target, increasing the effect of holy light spells used on the target by up to 210. Flash of light up to 60. Doesn't actually benefit Holy Shock, which is interesting. But yeah, I know. And I've had my WoW subscription here active for like 2 weeks already. And it's not that I haven't played, it's just that I haven't had the freedom to stream. We're in the home stretch with our basement renovations. We've got some baseboards to finish, some trim in the bathroom, and a handful of other small things like that to get finished off. And then the bedrooms are basically ready for our boys to move in. So, and then we can start on stuff upstairs. So it's all been good. But now I have to decide if I can train plate. It's not a protection thing. It's not listed as defense. Did we learn? I'm on the fence here now. Oh, I'm on the fence here. Oh. I feel like I shouldn't learn it just to make things harder. You think I should, Panaria? No fences allowed. I have no... I know. I'm not allowed to be on the fence. I just to be clear, Fenaria, are you saying yes, I should train plate, or yes, I should not train plate? It will definitely reduce the amount of gear that's available to me, which does fit nicely with the challenge. Yes, you can be on the fence line where the fence would be, but you can't actually be on the fence. It's true. It's not under the defense category. It's not under the protection category. It sounds like it's fair game. I wasn't sure until this moment. I had actually completely forgotten that we would gain the ability to learn plate at 60 or at 40 here rather. Right. Yeah, that's right. No, you're allowed to train plate, but you're not allowed to actually wear any gear. Yeah. I know people have done like hardcore 60 characters with no gear. Or next to no gear. Like you're allowed a weapon or whatever, but oh no. Oh yeah, no, I know the ones you're talking about, Fenaria, too. Oh, gonna say some classes could probably do 60 without any gear. The Paladin is not one of those classes. Like none of the melee classes are really gonna make that work. But yes, you have clearly watched too much Critical Role. That would be, if we got them, I would have to train plate just to wear them, right? Yeah, well, I want people to watch. I'm not sure Graphic cares about how many people watch, but Priest was surprisingly easy. Well, between your bubble and the fact that all of your damage is spell damage, I can see that, Fenaria. I don't think, like, I think you would have to be using a bubble spell like every pull on a Paladin with no extra stamina. I just don't see how that's possible. I mean, maybe it is, but there's no point in learning Redemption. I guess we'll learn Blessing of Light. The bubble, Inner Fire, right? And Shadow Form. I forgot about that. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? And that would be the thing for Paladins too, right? Without any of the gear on, you're going to have no extra mana. You're going to have no armor. You're going to be standing in melee for a long time because Paladins take a long time to kill anything. So I'm not sure it's possible for a Paladin. It's true. I'll tell you a secret, Graphic. I am not actually wearing pants right now. That is actually true. I'm wearing shorts, but I'm not wearing pants. You try it, Fenaria. Let me know how it goes. Maybe if you had a pocket healer, maybe as a duo. If you did it, here you go, fun. Naked duo, Paladin Priest. That could work. Right? As long as you've got like constant heals incoming, you might be able to do it. Right? Especially if you had like it went for more of a tank Paladin build. The attention span of a chicken who's on fire. That sounds bad for the chicken, Jackie. Go to bed. Pants or pants? I don't know what the difference is, Jackie. Oh, Paladin 2 gets no restrictions as a reward for finishing the scavenger run. There you go. There you go. But yeah, I can definitely see it working as a duo with a healer of some kind. That could make it at least possible. Okay. Definitely US hands. Such silly languages. English. Yes. I am not wearing trousers. Yes, I have shorts on. Okay. I'm still torn here about the plate. I think it would be an interesting to do it without plate. I mean, at this point we don't have any, so it doesn't matter. Graphic. Yes, very good point, Fenaria. Very good point. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. At this point, we don't have any to put on, so we can just leave it. Honestly. We are not getting Tabitha's task. I gotta go. Oh, I gotta go to the bank. Then I gotta fly to where I'm going. Yeah, well, it's funny, though, Jackie, because they translated them for the US market, but they didn't do the same translation for the Canadian market. Sorry, Jackie. I'm sorry. But yes, because for the US, they changed it from the Philosopher's Stone to the Sorcerer's Stone. But in Canada, it's still the Philosopher's Stone. Yes, except when it comes to trousers. That's one of the few exceptions. But go to bed, Jackie. Please. For your sake.
How are you?
How are you? I guess if we find more iron. Bye, Jackie. Why can't meat stack to 20? Dang it. Okay. I don't think there's much else to do. I think we just got to hold this stuff in our inventory for now. Yeah, I just don't really see there's anything else I can delete at this point. All right, so far... so far, we have not trained plate. It's interesting to me that it's not, like, sadly, parry is called defense, but... I mean, I guess it's a defensive skill, whereas wearing... the skill of wearing, you know, heavier armor... I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, Alright. Get me out of here. Get me to Stormwind. While we're flying to Stormwind, I am going to go use the washroom. So yeah, I will be back in just a minute here or two. And hang on, wrong tab. Of course, you're behind. Catch up. There we go. All right, let's hit the right setting here. But I will see you guys in a minute or two once I go there. I'm there. Since we're on the mount, I may as well check an update on here. Yeah, it's always funny to me. I don't know why it's funny to me, but for whatever reason, especially on mobile, the YouTube viewership just especially the mobile viewership, it starts off decent and then it just off a cliff. That said, there is one of you who has been here consistently for the last half hour. Bless your heart. And I don't know about the desktop view because I can only have one window open at a time. But yeah, that's a fair point, Fenaria. The skill to wear better armor comes, to wear plate armor comes after long enough spent wearing heavy mail armor. Improved your core strength, so it's no longer too much for you to manage. And I mean, I'm sure that's part of the reason that Arnold Tiara. There we go. The Tome of Nobility. Mazen's Behest. I think we just like Morgan Stern. Speak with Morgan Stern in Theramore. That's a breadcrumb. The Chilled Basilisk Conch and return it. Oh yeah. Okay, we're not going to tackle that one yet. We could grab the Morgan Stern one because that'll be on our way to oh, good grief. Yeah, because we're going to have to go through Theramore to get to Desolace anyway. I think that's probably the shortest route. Yeah, I'm just the whole plate armor thing. I'm still kind of hung up on that. I had half expected it just to be under the other category, and so just basically not available. Once we get past like 43, 44, it's going to start feeling punitive to not have it.
What can I do for you?
So I may end up training it anyway. I don't have to decide right now because I don't have any plate gear, and it's very unlikely for any of it to drop in Swamp of Sorrows or even in Defenseless. All right. You've returned to the cathedral. Good. A lot has happened recently, and I would seek your aid if you prove worthy. Many treacherous enemies are about. I will need your help to stop them. Thought you were going to teach me how to ride a mount.
For the Alliance. Greetings.
The Tome of Nobility. I greet you once again. I am more proud to call you brother than ever before. Your dedication is a tribute to us all. The time has come for me to bestow a great gift upon you. Oh, okay. But know this. For now, I give you this freely, but later, when time permits, this will be a much greater challenge to all paladins who choose to undertake my quest. Speak to me again, and I shall grant you a great boon. $100 or 100 gold worth boon. Here we go. Congratulations, and may the light protect you.
Go with honor, friend.
Kept this button open to level 40 for this one exact reason. You never actually put Blessing of Light on my bar either, but gotta watch some YouTube. A new heat pump video. Woo! Heat pumps. Yeah. No worries, Graphic. Enjoy your lurk. I will be continuing to do my thing here. And will do my best to be safe. Appreciate you hanging out, though. It always means a lot. And let's mount up. Fantastic. Nope. There we go. The ability to ride is infinitely better than the ability to wear plate armor, at least for a few levels. Okay, we're gonna go pick up the Morgan Stern. Is that from, yeah, it is from this guy here. Speak with Acolyte Delis in Stormwind. I mean, that's another. I suppose we can grab that one quickly.
Hello.
Delis made a horrible mistake last week. He's quite able in the library, but incompetent when he leaves the gates of Stormwind.
See you around.
What's up, Delis?
You need
It
something?
wasn't my fault. Really, it wasn't.
How are you?
Retrieve Khadgar's essay on dimensional convergence and deliver them to Watcher Maharba in Netherguard Keep. When I got to Swamp of Sorrows, I made a wrong turn and ended up surrounded by horrible plant-like swamp creatures. Oh, okay. We should be able to do this one.
Safe travels.
Yeah, that's over here. We need to kill these guys to get the thing, and then we're going here anyway. So I'm glad we stopped for this. Now we got to run and grab the Morgan Stern one so we don't forget. And that should be it. Ooh. I knew you could stand on the beams in the keeps, but I've never noticed that there was one here. Wonder if I can jump from here over. Well, I can't jump back up here. Oh, you can... Oh, nice. Okay. Who knew, right? Oh. Who knew? It's probably the shortest way. To the Blue Recluse. Or Recluse. Is it Recluse or Recluse? Who knows? Either way, I need to sell this piece of tender crocolisk meat. Ah, there we go. Ah.
Hey there. What can I do for you? See you
Yes,
later.
we will. Cold Eye Bass. Trying to remember where these guys are. Oh, the northwestern edge of Stranglethorn. I have to get it back here before it goes bad or warms up, right?
Have a good one.
I've only got room for one more quest, so I'm not going to take that now. At this point, I may need to drop a different quest anyway. Because... Well, I'll be able to finish that one, but as it is, I can only pick up... I gotta find the lost supplies and do that one and get the essays. We should be able to do a couple of those and get them out of our quest log before we go too much farther, but there's no point in clogging it up with that when I'm not going to Stranglethorn probably today. Look at... What a beast. Right. Keep moving, Dave. Anything else we need to grab? I think we're good. And all the supplies we've got.
Need help?
There we go. Okay. Oh, that's... I still don't know why I've got the quests for that one there, hey? Scrap metal... Bone snappers. And yeah, so I've got Caitlyn's blade and the dream dust there. We still need to do the pearl diving, but we can do that as the same time as we do the Gasben follow-up for Caitlyn's blade. Then yeah, we can fish a whole lot more. But before we do half of that, I think... Oh, yeah, well, we've got the missing diplomat here, which I guess I haven't done yet. Morgenstern. Darl's Eyes. I don't know if we want to push our luck with Stinky's Escape. That puts us near a bunch of Horde stuff again, I think, doesn't it? Maybe. 12 mire fin heads. Those we might be able to do now. And then, yeah, the Seaphorium booster for the flats. But yeah, there's a lot. Oh, that's not Desolus. There, this is Desolus. Yeah, we need the fishing one. We can do Scepter of Light and reclaim the treasures. We've got the Brother Anton quest to do down here, which means we can also grab Ghostoplasm. This one I'm not familiar with. But yeah, we can also do the Kodo Roundup. I think that gives us a decent knack. Although this one isn't terrible. All right, yeah, let's mount. Forgot we can do that. Oh, supplies for Netherguard. We want to blitz there straight away. How much is that worth? 2,900 XP. I mean, we're going to be going to Netherguard anyways. I just don't remember how long these
Well met.
Power Stones
Go
last.
with honor, friend.
1 hour. There's a decent chance that's not going to work. And I need... All right. For 25 copper, I'm just going to delete. I mean, I'm sure we can do it. It's just a question of whether or not we intentionally go there first. I think it makes more sense to... Like, if we can go and grab that... yeah, just do that quickly, and I don't want to go the wrong way here. But if we can get the book thing from the swamp creatures, and if we can... get the lost supplies. If we can do that all in one go, that would be... There's a breadcrumb quest, vital supplies. Eye Sorcerer Andromath in Stormwind. Yeah. No Toruk Tau today. Ishiari! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We just got to level 40 and got our mount, as you can see, which is super epic. It's not actually the epic mount, it's just the normal mount, but it is still a vast improvement. I'm doing well. Jackie's gone to bed. Grathic's lurking. Fenari is making lunch for the kids. It's been a little quiet for the last few minutes here, which is fine. But, yeah, we just accidentally got flagged for PvP by one of the guards up here, so we decided to skip on out after hitting level 40, so... There you go. See, there's Graphic. A wild Graphic appears. Roguelike, even. Just, appearing out of stealth. Ooh. Know there could be an iron. Maybe I did know there could be an iron deposit up here. Wasn't really planning on fighting a spider, but oh, I put the spider meat away. I should have kept the spider meat with me. But in any case, yes, it's good to have you here. We're having a harder time killing this guy than I feel like we were before. These spider guys. It's very true, Graphic. It's very true. In fact, I think I said that when we first hearthed away. I said it would have been a lot more efficient if we just grabbed the flight point first. But you're not wrong. That would have made things definitely easier. Especially delivering the power stones, hey? That would have been way easier. Ah, well, what are you going to do? We're going to go well out of our way to avoid these stinking scouts. Because I don't have my Hearthstone up for another 21 minutes. So, yeah, there's that. Alright. Before we run in here, we are going to eat some buff food. But I'm pretty sure I said that's what I should have done. I mean, by the time I was flagged, I didn't really want to take the chance, you know? Here I am doing the same thing, not going directly there. Because I'm trying to be efficient. Speaking of being efficient, I need one more swamp jaguar. Not picking up the flight point. I mean, it's not like I was standing right there. I had intended to go back and get the mount before making that run anyway. I just hadn't intended to do it in a mild panic because of my, What you're saying is I should go and get it right now so that doesn't happen to me again? Is that what I'm hearing? Well, too bad. I literally have a quest that sends me right there. Okay, these guys are not that brutal, but I feel like they do have a root. But I think I can dispel that root with my Purify spell here. It's a 5% drop chance. Oh man, we're going to be here forever. Or we're going to get it on the third kill. One of the two. Well, certainly not on the first kill. That would be too easy. That would be too easy. That would be the safe way to do it. Taunt some horror. Yeah, a wild regeneration. Okay. I don't care if you've got a heal on you. That we can out DPS. It's when you're going to root me in place that I'm not a fan. Yeah, your suggestions are not really what I think I want to go with here, Graphic. Sorry. May as well send me swimming without a... like, scuba diving without an oxygen tank. Well, so much for my hope of getting it on the third kill. I swear there was one right here. Highly entertaining. And or might get me banned. Perfect. We're still in the mountain. I don't think that's what we're actually going to get here. Okay, it's time I got some more loot luck here. Might get Dave killed, hey? Just maybe. There is always that chance, Graphic. I can't deny it. But you were the one that told me to be safe and not die, so... which is it? I mean... Come on. Get him! Ah, come on. You guys are taking a while. We got some earth root. Yay. Right. Fair enough, Graphic. Fair enough. I wouldn't want to disappoint you by doing something dumb like dying off stream. I mean, that would be the worst possible outcome, right? Inevitable, you say. That's a strong word. Inevitable. You hear that, Mr. Anderson? That is the sound of inevitability. Okay, is there or is there not a crate here for me to pick up? It does not appear there is a crate. There's lots of blind weed if I was still an herbalist. Ooh, Swamp Walk Elder. Well, that one's level 40. Fortunately, there's a modest amount of room, and these guys don't run, so... No, that's not what it implies at all, Graphic, in any way. It sounds far too uncomfortable. Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me. Yeah, not unless they are the oh, there's a 41. Okay, well, we're not going over that side. I was gonna say not unless, yes, we're going for the aforementioned chaps, right? That's entirely different. Ooh, don't pull the level 40. I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't fight it, but I'm saying I really don't want to fight two at once if I can help it. $50 minutes left on my crate of power stones here. Yeah, don't be scared of Graphic. I know I'm not. At least I pretend I'm not. This is why Graphic has to lurk once in a while, because if he doesn't lurk, he just dominates the chat. That's what I was going for, Graphic. Gotta make it look convincing. Uh, 39. Okay, 39 I can... I mean, I can fight a level 41 guy as well. That's not really that big a deal. As long as there's just one of them. If there's two of them, I'll have to get out some of my tools. Battle Brothers. Oh man, there's a game I keep meaning to give a try. I've watched let me say a moderate amount of Battle Brothers, and I really appreciate the game, like the game design. I feel like it's one of those games that I would be like Civilization 2 or Civilization 3, where it's just one more turn, right? Like one more skirmish, one more confrontation, and I would just never go to bed. And I just think that would be really bad. Let's drink up here so we're not so thirsty. I really hope you don't, Graphic. Think of my poor desk chair. Oh, I see another iron deposit. Man, there's more of them in the cave back there. And there's a chest. Oh my goodness. I'd forgotten there could be a chest back there. All of a sudden, this is sounding like a great idea, isn't it, Graphic? Oh, come on. We can't keep missing. Ah, not when he's got his health regen working. There we go. Hey, we got the book! Now we got to see about getting the chest. Is there just one? Mire Lord. Level 42. Mire Lord. Okay, let's deal with the elder outside first. No mimics in WoW. No mimics in WoW. At least not, you know, in Classic. I feel like I'm going to have to throw on a couple more buff things here. We'll use our Black Label Rumsy Rum. Yep, that's 15 extra stamina. Gonna mine some ore here. What other useful items do I have that I could use here? I do have my fish liver oil to increase my attack speed. Agility, intellect, spirit, stamina. Stamina we can't use on top of what we already have. So that's a non-starter. Honestly, I think we're fine. Worst case scenario, we grenade and heal. Right? Right. It's only one level higher than the previous... Oh, 2 levels higher than the previous guy we fought, I guess. I am under the influence of Rumsy Rum. And so my... I got this. Yeah. I got my finger on the potion button. Potion. Okay, that's getting the old ticker going here. Whew. Okay. Now I get the critical strike on the heel, of course. Whew. So many things that could have gone wrong. I mean, I still had the target dummy, so there's that. But let's see if this was worth it or if we're just getting like 13 silver. Oh, 3 silver, 2 mage weave, that's pretty good. Cheese and useless potions. I mean, the mage weave was worth getting. The mage weave we will use. Everything else, not really worth it. But I got what I wanted. Now I just need to find a lost supplies crate. And we can go straight to... But I mean, there could have been a purple in that chest, right? Like, you just never know. We can't... There's a dwarf priest. Yeah, there can be one of the crates over here, but... at this point, I'm not really expecting to find one. I guess we'll head up towards the lost supplies there, because we can go over here and then down. And we've got to fight some of the crocodile guys anyway. Yeah, okay. At least, well, I was gonna say at least over here we're farther away from the... We're back to fighting low level mobs, so this is probably a good thing. Probably. Get him! There we go. And let's rebuff our food buff. Then we'll go back after and pick up the Draenithus Crystals quest. Gonna say we're gonna be farther away from the guards, but I feel like the guards might still patrol that road too. Just casually eating under. I know. I wasn't really thinking about it because I was more thinking about where I need to go and how I need to stay alive and everything. But you're right. Just sit down and have a. Even better would be to sit down and have a drink. Just right here in the middle of the swamp, with our head underwater, drinking from a mug of sweet nectar. Yeah, that might carry the realism a little bit too far. Oh, we've got... How do we have our quest log full right now? It's even worse on, yeah, what happened that our quest log is so full? Supplies for Netherguard? We only need 3 more Crocolisks, so let's do that. Then we can turn in and... But yes, I've certainly done that before on... Like, you know how when you're going along the coast of Stranglethorn, and you have to... and there's a fishing pool out there. When I played a Dwarf Mage for a little while, before I came to my sen... Well, okay, when I first created the character, I don't think... Well, maybe Draenei were an option. In any case, there's a few places along the coast there, is what I was trying to get at, where you can't actually fish in the fishing pools as a gnome, because you can't go out far enough into the water. You know, like a dwarf, you can go up to your, like any of the characters, you can go up to their like chest height and then you start swimming. But because it was a gnome, and as soon as you go out into the water, you start to swim, and so you couldn't actually get close enough to cast into the fishing, like the fish pool. Actually, you know what? I think we can pick up the chest and just not accept the quest until we are... like, it's like an item that goes in your bag, and I think you can pick up the quest afterwards. But yeah, I don't know if that's an issue for dwarves, but I know it was an issue for gnomes, that the pools rarely, but on occasion, would spawn just too far away. Shifting mire. True silver. Tell me we can... No, we can't mine it yet. No, you can't be serious. Requires 230. Really? I'm at 208. Oh. Dang it. Double dang it. Iron. Well, go mine that iron. They had to nerf gnomes like that because they're just too cool of a race. I never really could enjoy the mage. That's why I didn't stay. I mean, the character still exists as a mage because I'm not paying for a race change, especially for a character I never play on a other server anymore. But yeah, maybe I'm not going to be lucky enough to find one of these crates before I go. They don't always necessarily spawn only where the... No warlocks I can see. They're just so small that their only way for them to cope is to become evil. Oh, there's Nobuo the Cudgel. There's Stonard. We kind of want to steer clear of that if we can. You and the guildies used to joke about kicking gnomes around like footballs. Yeah, yeah. Gnome punting. Man, these scouts are everywhere. At least now I have a somewhat of a chance of actually running away from them. Very nice. We'll go grab that here too. Let's get this out of our inventory first. Find the caravan chest in the Fallow Sanctuary. Where's the caravan chest in the... Oh, way up there. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing that or the escort yet. We are going to Netherguard, however, after we mine some iron. They're just misunderstood. Yeah, Balderdash graphic. I call shenanigans. The other characters are just too stupid to see it. No, I think all gnomes are evil. It's just gnome warlocks are the ones that can't be bothered to hide it anymore. That's the way I see it. Come on. All right, fine. We're just gonna run for it. I mean, how far can the spider chase us, really? Let's go get these turned in. We'll get the flight point. Then we'll find the crate immediately after we get back. Yeah. But that's still my take on it, Graphic. They're just something about the mad cackle kind of gives it away. Oh yeah, we still gotta go and get the fishing thing. I've got one of them in my bank. I need the other 3. One from Fairless, one from Swamp of Sorrows here, and one from... Oh, where's the 4th? Like, I already have the Stranglethorn one. Where's the 4th one from? Fishing. Now. Anyway, we'll get to hand in 2 nice quests here. One of them like 3,000 XP and 3,300 XP. Too bad you can't set an Alliance character to be PvP against another Alliance character. Revenge! Oh no, that's Worms. Did you ever play any of those Worms games, Graphic? When they were, assuming we gotta keep going up here. Oh, Stranglethorn. Yeah, see, I never played on a PvP realm, Shiari, so I never had half of those experiences.
Light be with you.
We get to choose a reward. Leather. 5 strength, 10 agility. Wow. We're actually wearing leather boots now. Do we want to, we don't want to trade 2 strength for 1 agility. That's a bad deal for us. That's worth more money, so.
Light bless you.
All right, one quest down. Yep, that was the 3,300. Woo! So yeah, I did kind of miss out on some of that. I did get involved in a couple of minor Terran Mill South Shore skirmishes.
Greetings.
Here's some power stones. 50 silver, not a bad deal. All right, now we got 2 empty quest spots. Ended up on a PvP realm by accident. Oof. Oh yeah. If you find the right places to take advantage of that, I can see for sure that that being like the PvP supplier, right, keeping everybody topped up with potions and stuff like that for combat would be a lucrative money-making arrangement. You did like the Worms games? Yeah, I feel like there's like even maybe a mobile game for it now, but I mean one of those like couch co-op things you could do while you were at a friend's sleepover or something like that that really just had an almost infinite amount of replayability. And that's the main thing that stands out about it, is playing the game against my friends. I mean, it's a little bit like that old Shareware Tanks game. Okay, we gotta go back. We may as well go ask about the Draenethist crystals. And we'll see if we can pick up lost supplies on the way. Avoid the Stonard Scout. I mean, a lot of games are like that, right? They're more fun when you play them with other people. Just like Graphic was saying earlier, too, about World of Warcraft, right? Like, Hardcore at least is a game mode that you can enjoy on your own. Even if I wasn't streaming. And oh, here we go. See, I knew as soon as the thing there, we would find this. There we go. Lost supplies. Bring the lost supplies to Quartermaster. Yep, see, right there. Well, I'm not going to rush back, because these at least don't go bad. But yes, I would have a hard time, I think. We're going to have to fight ourselves a swamp jaguar here. So we can mine some. I've never seen an iron node in the middle of this map before. I didn't think there was anywhere they would spawn. Shows me what I know, hey? Really should have emptied my bag when I was in town there. There's exactly 1 vendor in Netherguard. I really shouldn't have taken that quest. I wonder if I can unselect the quest without deleting the item. Let's find out. Yes, I've still got the item, but now it's not cluttering up my quest log. Like so many of these other quests are. Like the Lost Caravan, Pale Fins, the Dream... Well, the Dream Dust we can at least turn in. The Key, Caitlin the Blade, Missing Diplomat, Hints of a New Plague. So many green quests. Iron Node was a mimic. Yeah, right. There's no mimics. Oh, good, there's a vendor here. There's no mimics in World of Warcraft. None, I tell ya. wonder if there's any... Wow, 10 silver for Shadow Silk. Wonder if there are any engineering recipes that need Shadow Silk. I'm gonna look that up really quick. What do we got? Reagent 4. Oh, Gnomish Engineering for a Net-O-Matic. Captures the target in a net for 10 seconds. The net has a lot of hooks, however, and sometimes gets caught in the user's clothing when fired. Great. I don't really want that. The parachute cloak, though. At 225. We need 2 of them. All right, let's hang on to our Shadow Silk. I don't even know where you get the... Where do you get the recipe for parachute cloak? Is it a... Trained at the trainer? It's taught by a schematic, which is a drop, which we're probably never going to see, because what drops it? There's a 3% chance for a level 50 elite in Tannerus to drop it, and the rest of them are all less than 1% chance. So we're going to sell it back. Not really worth it there, you know. Back to 50 minutes left in the heat pump hot water heater video. Wowzers, that's intense. All right, we need to grab us some Draenathists. We'll try and sneak up the side here and hope for more ore. We'll do the caravan, but I'm not doing the escort. At least I'm not planning to do the escort. Yeah, there's the true silver that sadly we can't mine yet. The temperament of a Tauren and the greed of a goblin. Yep, I can imagine the danger. All right, where is he there? Oboru, the cudgel. And that should be moderately visible. I'll try and go around him here, though. These guys are all pretty low level, but some of them definitely still have nets that they can use, so we do need to be a little bit careful. Technology connections. 21-minute video on the color brown. Graphic, clearly you have good taste because you're watching me play a World of Warcraft stream. But having said that, sometimes you make me wonder. 21 minutes on the color brown. That's a choice. Oh, I don't even have my food buff on here. What am I doing? This guy's gonna run. Yep, see? And I gotta hit him. Okay, what am I doing that for? I need to eat here. Get a food buff. Like a challenge to himself if he could make a video on something as mundane as a color. Oh, I don't doubt that it's possible. Exactly. Yeah, she already knows what I'm thinking already. Hunter and a fisherman. Oh, there goes an undead priest. I don't really want to take on 2 of them at once. course, I say that, but if I go up to the next one, I'm going to have to take on 2 of them at once as well. At least over here, there's room for him to run. And there are plenty of YouTube videos like that. I was watching a Winky stream the other day. Well, not even the other day, but a while back now. And somebody had redeemed some channel points or something to make him put on like a video thing in the background. And the video thing was 1 hour of silence, occasionally punctuated by Michael Jackson sound effects, like, you know, how he goes and stuff like that, like just audio. Man, see, that's even more crazy than... And yeah, so just randomly there'd just be, you know, Michael Jackson doing a sound effect thing out of nowhere in the background of the stream. Quite disruptive. A knack for explaining stuff in interesting and unexpected ways. I can see that. I can see people enjoying that. But I'm not sure it's my speed. That's all I'm saying. Man, these guys growl a lot. Dang it. Hit him. Spent 3 hours watching videos on plants and gardening techniques. I mean, I can see that. Right, I feel like I can pull this one hunter. Yeah, we got one hunter. Now he's got to follow me. All right, now we got him. Gardening routines, yeah. See, that at least is like a practical thing, right? Like, how much do I really need to know about the color brown? I mean, I'm not saying it isn't interesting. Wow, this guy's really... Yeah, I'm not saying it isn't interesting, but at some point... I have enough of a memory for... I can... How far down can I go here now? About that far. We might be able to pull this guy too. Maybe. Just the one. What I wanted. Trick would be to pull him farther away. Sorry, this is, despite the fact that I've got 4 levels on these guys, this is kind of a more intense sort of situation. An angry, distorted boar. Yeah, that's fair. Right, now the question is, can I pull them separately? Maybe. Ow. I think so. Yeah, there we go. This is why I'm not doing the escort. I mean, I'll do the other one. You know what they sound like to me, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Chiari? Sounds like a drunk cow. Nice. All right. Oh, we can get this without fighting him, too. I'm going to fight him after, just to... This one's back. We can get that without any of the respawns here. That is a double win. Yes. We could probably pull the fisherman and get that one, too, but... We got to head back up this way anyway to get to the cart or whatever it is. Yeah. I heard that kind of thing being possible before. There's a solid chest over there, Graphic. That's not good. Plague Cloud. I don't know what that's supposed to do, but it clearly didn't affect me. Ooh, Mage Weave. Very nice. There's another crate. A Lost One Seer. Oh, there's level 38s in there. Oop, what is this? Iron. Why can't they have any... Maybe the caravan one is going to be too... Chest is by the cook pot. Crates over there. That shouldn't be as bad. Come here, Muck Dweller. There we go. I just must have resisted it when he tried to use it last time. I like that they're dropping Mage Weave, though. They can continue doing that. And I am fine with it. Whew. Okay. There's the reagents. Whoa, not too far. All right. There are way too many guys over there for sure. Can't see where that chest is, but maybe I don't want to see. Okay, there's a Rift Seeker and a minion, and there's a hunter way over there. I think... Oh, Ongeku's right there, too. Alright, we can go over there and we can... Oh, no. This is fine. This is fine right here. See, Graphic, this is fine. Actually, not too shabby. Get that, and that'll put us up to 4 Drainethist. Sadly, I don't think there's any more up here. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Galen. You are on your own. Just gonna hope that a couple of these have respawned back here since we... Or some of the enemies will have respawned too, probably, but... There's another chest. Not fair. Oh, it did respawn. Very nice. We're just gonna get this guy out of here. And of course, the next one respawned. Okay. Right as you think you're going to be able to go in, but at least they're respawning one at a time. I think this is the last guy from this pack. Now we can grab that. Then we'll just need one more. Should be able to get it back out there. Goodness. Whoa. Okay, let's keep our food buff up. Yeah, we still need one more crystal. Then we're gonna have to go fish. And be able to still. Yeah, there we go. I gotta catch the special fancy fish for Nat Pagel. No, 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 no. Wait, that was close. There we go, that'll do it. Alright. It's 50-50. Alright, let's go turn in these quests, and then we'll go down here to get the fish. I guess we still, technically, we've got the quest to go. You know, we've still got this one in our bag too, don't we? Well, that's all right. We can still do that and then loop. We're still on the sort of on the right loop here at least. Yeah, man, how can they have true silver and iron but no mithril? That's what I really need. Mithril. I don't think that this guy has any other quests for us. Or maybe he sends us back to get the not the Kudjadai. Maybe he doesn't send us to do anything. Don't actually even have anything here to sell. Well-oiled cloak. 10 stamina. Okay. I am so 100% buying that. That is an upgrade from what we got on. I didn't even know that was something he could sell. 6 more armor and +3 stamina. 2 gold, 24. That's not cheap, but we're not broke. So there we go. I learned that's like high stamina cloak is a good deal for us. If only we had Cortello's riddle. If only. I have a feeling we are not going to get not going to get to Defenseless today. I guess isn't the end of the world, but alright. Here's your wizard's reagents. With these, the Wizards of Nethergard may continue their work. I do not know what it is they do, but it is linked to the Dark Portal in the Blasted Lands and is vital to the security of the Alliance. Bring 8 pieces of sun-dried driftwood. Oh, right. Okay. There you go. We'll do that too. What level of quest is that? 42, because yeah, the enemies along the coast there are kind of high level. But should be able to sneak down and go in there. But let's go turn in this quest here first, the driftwood, so he can fix his cart. Well, I never really checked to see if there was more iron nodes over there, but that's all right. Yeah, that's cool. That's 3 more stamina than we had before. What was that? It was 2 gold and change anyway. So not cheap. That's the sort of thing someone would go out of their way to want to buy on a normal character, very likely. Now, I'm not sure if this actually gives you any XP or if it just gives you, like, pumpkins. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, the chances of finding a higher stamina cloak, you know, in the next 10 levels is pretty low. Like, 3 stamina is 30 health. That's not an insignificant amount. Lost supplies. Oh, we get maybe we get XP for the first turn in, but I guess we'll see in a second here.
Be careful.
Nope, no XP whatsoever. We got 3 silver. Wow. Cue Owen Wilson voice clip. Wow. That's pretty sad. I know that they can have food and stuff in them, but I've never seen one have just cash. That's as bad as opening the like a mithril bound trunk and getting just like silver and one piece of leather or something. Or a vendor gray. At least the vendor grays are worth more usually than the coinage is worth. That's right, a single wheel of cheese. Don't get me wrong, I like cheese, but not that much. Nope. A little too much cheese. An entire wheel of cheese, that's a lot of cheese. Oh, pardon me. Ooh. Okay. Go behind Stonard because you can. I think. I mean, I know you can fit through here. Whether it's a good idea or not is a different question at this level, but I've never aggroed anybody from inside before, but as I say that, there's the guard with a skull on their face. Okay, we're fine. We're all fine here now. Death Strike Tarantula. An entire wheel of Swiss cheese. Oh my. Before it closed down, whenever we were in Winnipeg, my wife and I would go to this little Dutch bakery, but last time we were in the city there, it had closed down. We were very sad. No tarantulas, no tarantulas, no tarantulas. There's the stealth jaguar somebody was talking about, graphic. The Stagalbog. Okay, we're getting close to the coast. That's where we need to be. But yeah, so we used to buy, like they used to get big wheels of Gouda imported there, and if you happen to go at the right time, you could get them on a decent sale, like not the whole wheel, but like get like a quarter wheel or an eighth of a wheel. It was expensive stuff, but man, Gouda is so... It's just iron. Well, I'll take it, I guess. But yeah, now if we go up the hill here, there's somewhere we can just kind of climb up the hill, and we might have to leave the driftwood. Yeah, I feel like this is... Yeah, we can come up and over here, and then... Because, yeah, there's a bunch of murlocs down there, and they're level 42, and I really don't want to fight them right now, so we're not going to. Oh, there's more of them over there, too. No more. But, yeah, we can get the... Eventually, at least, we can get... Oh, great. A sawtooth snapper, too. Let's, Alright, now we just gotta fish for a little while. And hope we get a Misty Reed Mahi-Mahi. Okay, I don't like how close that guy is. Don't want to have to fight him. Oh, I ran away because I didn't want to fight the giant croc. There we go. Thankfully, the water's pretty deep here, so... It's... Well, whatever. I'm gonna say, it's probably just my luck because I probably just didn't catch the thing because I didn't reel it in there, but the game... The way the game is programmed under the hood is that when you're opening a loot box, like a fishing trunk, when you're looting an enemy, when you're clicking the fishing bobber like this, the item in it is not generated until the loot window opens. Oh, there we go. We want to grab some more of these spotted yellowtails because we can use them for fishing too. I mean, for cooking too. Once we get our cooking level up higher. Yeah, this can take a while because we're not in the ideal spot. Suppose we could put a fishing lure on. I don't know how much that impacts things, but we got a mitt full of them, so there's no reason not to use the fish attractor. Aqua Dynamite fish extractor. Well, apparently that wasn't enough to get it on the first try. Wow, we've actually got a lot of iron here. There it is. Well, we got 5 more minutes left on our strong lured fishing line. Why do I feel like we're mostly just going to get rock scale cod here anyway? There's another 2 more crocodile. Monstrous crawlers. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say we found the only safe spot on the coast. Having said that, I'm not sure we can climb back up there. We might have to go around the long way, which could be sketchy. Oily blackmouth. Well, that's my ahi-ahi. Mahi-mahi, pardon me. Like, why do I have a sagefish in my bag? But now we got 2 out of the 4. We really got to hurry up and get the last ones. So yes, we need... Oh, you know what? One of them's in Feralus and one of them's in Desolus. Those are the 2 that we have outstanding. I mean, yeah, we can cook more of these rocks. They technically even give us fishing skill at this level, so you know, for the few points it'll give us. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to run back to the base there. Come on. Where's our mithril bound trunk that we're gonna get at random from fishing here, hey? It's technically statistically possible. Technically. Probably need to repair our gear at some point here. Some of it's kind of banged up. Oh, yeah? Well, there's a reason people go looking for the junk pools. Or the floating debris and whatever they are. And wow, like the guarantee of them. Like the chance of getting them out of here is so low. Technically now... Which is technically, I don't think, the way it was in actual vanilla. But technically, any fishing pool now has a chance to drop you like a trunk like that. But I do think there is at least a slight chance from this kind of thing that that you can get what you need. Like they have technically a chance to drop from any fishing activity that's level appropriate. Higher chance from like if we were fishing in like a stone scale eel pool, there's a chance of getting like a mithril-bound trunk in it or whatever. But it's not a high chance. It's just higher than in open water. Come on. We're lucky we can get off 2 more casts, or 2 more, whatever. Reel in 2 more before our thing wears off. Yeah, there we go. Should be good. Well, oh, yep. There we go. All right. That's the best we can do. Let's rebuff our buff food. Then we'll try and get out of here. I guess technically my Hearthstone is up. We'll see if we can look at... In a couple places you can get some driftwood without having to fight murlocs, but... Wow. I would not have expected to be able to do that. Yeah, 42, 43, 42. I feel like there's a couple of horde guys. Yep. Stonered hunters over there. So yeah, we're gonna, like, that one we could maybe get, but we're just gonna leave that quest for now. As much as I don't necessarily want a hearth out of here, I still feel like it's our best option right now. There's just too much other stuff going on, and at least then we can move on. We can head down to I guess from here again we've got a couple of different options, but
I've the finest wares in the land.
he's got the finest wares in the land. Okay. I'm going to make 2 of these to fill our stack back up here. Okay. So again, we got some choices to make. A long flight down there. I'll probably just leave those turn-ins for off-stream. But from here, we can go over to Theramore. Technically, we can go up to... Darnassus too, but I don't think that gets us close to where we are. Do we already have? Yeah, we already have the flight point here. Because yeah, we need this one, and then we need the one. Come on, game. Down in Feralus here. Feralus? Yeah. Oh, it's over this way here. Right. A bit of a sketchy place to be. Theramore at least has breadcrumb for us and a couple more green quests. Maybe that's the way to go. There's no bank in Theramore though. I do want to get some of this dealt with. I was gonna try and hang on to the rock scale cod just for the easy fishing skill ups when we get there, but I'm gonna run up to the washroom again while the thing is while we're on the flight point here. So don't go away. Don't touch that dial. Be back in a flash. There we go. That's easy. All right, to the bank. Gotta head to bed, Shiari? Yeah, you're probably already gone. That's all right, no worries. Yep, Chrome Ring of Intellect, very nice. Yeah, I appreciate you being here. It's always good to have you around, and hope you have a great night. And yeah, I don't have hours and hours left of streaming time myself. But, oh, I should have gone and smelted these before coming around the corner here. Not that I necessarily have room for them in the bank anyway.
Interest you on the pint?
That can go, and that can go. More heavy stone. It is still 1-to-1 for blasting powder. Solid stone, that's 2-to-1. So we could make the solid stone here and just blasting powder. That would save us a slot. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's open these in here, although we have more there. Just hang that a sec. Yeah, we got to smelt these guys. Oh, we need to keep this. That's what we need to do, because that's our other fish. 2 out of 4 done for the fishing quest. Maybe that's the sort of thing I'll run around and do tonight off stream or something like that, because it's a little more risky, shall we say. Yeah, this will save us 1 inventory. So that just makes room for the mahi-mahi here. Gold power cores coming out our ears. Iron bars. More iron bars. We really need 4 stacks of iron bars. I don't know that we do. I mean, I know we have things that we can make with them. You need them for the gyrochronotom, and you need the gyrochronotom in order to make the advanced target dummy. But, you know, would you be better off just making a stack of gyrochronotoms than the gold power cores and using up some of the iron? Like, we could make 20 of these. That would use up a stack of these and a stack of these. But these only stack to 10, I think. Do they? Again, there's only one way to find out. Page loads. Yeah, they only stack to 10. So it doesn't actually save us any inventory space. As sad as that is. It's the same thing with the silver contacts. Do I really need silver contacts for anything anymore? And I guess we can look. Target dummies. Oh, we need them for the gnomish cloaking device, which we're not likely to get. Or the rocket boots. Snowmaster 9000, right? We need them for the advanced target dummy, so we kind of got to hang on to them for that. Same with the bronze frameworks. Iron struts. They take 2 iron to make an iron strut. But they probably only stack to 10. Yeah. So that doesn't save us any What about these silver contacts? I don't think we need them. Got like a stack of silver bars and the reagent for 4 things. Big bronze bomb, big iron bomb, which is what we've got here now. Large copper bombs, and yeah, so we really like big iron bombs. The things we have right now are the... So I'm going to sell those. Like I can make 50 more because you make 5 of them out of one. Like 1 silver bar makes 5 silver contacts. So we can make 100 silver contacts out of those silver bars if we really need any more. And then we can put... No, there's the iron. So we'll put cloth, I guess, down here. Swap that. There we go. All right, sell those. Keep these for mining or whatever. There we go. This is the exciting world of hardcore. Hardcore inventory management. That's what we're really stuck with now. This is the stuff that Graphic tunes in for. Intense, high stakes inventory management. I mean, let's be honest. That's what most of the hardcore Andes are really tuning in for. I mean, there's a reason that viewership numbers are as staggeringly high as they are at this point, because you just never know. The irony is that selling this ore as is probably cheaper than... Yeah, because 1 ore is 2 silver, but 1 takes 2 iron ore. What takes 1 iron ore? Okay, never mind. It is worth more money if it's smelted. Ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Dun, dun, dun. I hit the create... Oh, no, I didn't hit the create all button. Never mind. Watching the wrong thing. Felony, there's a great name. Felony with a PH.
What can I get for you today?
You can buy these silver contacts. I'm still not 100% sure that these iron bars are worth hanging on to. But I also feel like if I get rid of them, I'll wish I had them. A couple of mining nodes we'll have to fill those out. I could just make the Dragon's Breath chili now. But again, I want to not waste the skill points. I guess I do have room to grab 1 more food item or something if I want. Oops. We don't sit and drink very often, so the sweet nectar is probably slightly redundant to carry around.
Here there.
Here there. Yeah, we got 80 iron bars. How many do we need for these big iron bombs? We need 3 of them. So you go through a fair number of them when you're making the big iron bombs. You really do. So that's fair. But yeah, I really got to get this fishing thing done so we can get our fishing skill up. And I really need to get the cooking quest done as well to get our cooking skill up. But again, those are the things that are more... Well, you know what? I'm going to refill my potion supply here by 1. Just because I can. Alright. I think that's probably... probably the best I can do. We'll get rid of those fish, and I will... 6 stamina wolf kebabs. Oh, mystery stew is 8. Yep, 6 stamina wolf kebabs. We're gonna try and go through our 6 stam food as fast as we can. All right.
Greetings. Very good.
Only got 2 empty quest spots. You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to go and fly down to STV so that I can turn them in. Turn in the Dream Dust here and the Caitlyn's. First, there's the follow-up for Caitlyn's Blade, which I don't necessarily need to do right now, but just I gotta get some quests out of my log here. So we're gonna fly all the way down to Booty Bay. We're gonna call her quits for tonight, because my wife's gonna be home from work in a little over half an hour. I can get some work done on supper so that it's ready closer to when she would get here. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's the plan. Really do appreciate everybody who has hung out today. It's been great fun. I've enjoyed myself, and we've got some progress here. We got a good chunk of the way through 40, almost to 41. It's funny, I'm when I go look at YouTube always stops tracking after I minimize the window. And so we're only just landing in Stormwind like an hour and a half ago, which is funny because we're on our way to fly to Stormwind right now in the game. Yeah, kind of silly, but that's the way it goes. So yeah, I am going to let you guys go. Hope you all have a great evening. Such of you as there may be left. It's probably just AFK Graphic and or Lurking Graphic and maybe one other folk. Is there anyone to raid? I mean, yes and no. I think we'll just wrap it up because again, I gotta go, and then I won't tie you guys down to anything in particular. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up tonight, Graphic. I'm. Yes, there is a chance I'll be streaming again tomorrow, if you happen to be around. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. No promises, but it's at least a better chance than it has been, you know, over the past couple of weeks. But always appreciate you, even when, you know, you're giving me grief. Keeps the stream interesting, right? So, yeah. That's it for me tonight. Possibly tomorrow. Enjoy your heat pump video. It's not my thing, but I wish you the best. Not a chance, Graphic. Not a chance. If I was going to do that, I should have done it while my wife was away. I don't have the stamina for that anymore. I'm an old man. Nope, no 24-hour streams for me. Probably ever. The most you might get one random day is a 6 to 8 hour stream. There was one time when I had thought about starting as early as 10 a.m. But it's really not practical to go much later than 6:30 here. It's only 5 o'clock now. My wife is done earlier than, I shouldn't say earlier than usual, but she has an earlier shift than some. It has been a while since we've done anything out of the box, so to speak. We were talking a little while ago about the Christmas stream we did a couple years ago with the cookies and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to doing a few more fun and creative things like that. But again, our focus has just been so focused on the renovations and the house stuff that it just hasn't been practical to. I've been able to sit down and be creative enough to come up with anything out of the box like that, or just out of the ordinary, that only in the game, Graphic, only in the game. And you got to cross your fingers that they drop. And I'm going to cross my fingers that they're an upgrade, because if they're not an upgrade, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe that would be an interesting counter challenge. Instead of doing a naked paladin, you should do a cloth only paladin, or better yet, a leatherworking paladin. Right? So you have to leatherwork and craft your own, like leather only, but then you could craft, because there's some strength agility leather that you can craft, and that would actually be pretty solid for a paladin. I don't know what we would call that challenge, Graphic, but yeah, it could be interesting. I should maybe focus on finishing the one challenge I have before I start adding to my list, hey? Who knows? But we're already halfway through this flight point here, so I should probably actually end the stream here and let everybody go. But again, appreciate you, Graphic. Appreciate everybody who's been in and out over the course of the day. I really got to get the Twitch vertical thing set up. Maybe I'll give that a try. Get the technical side of things done over the weekend, and then I might be able to, depending on if I'm streaming today or if I'm streaming on Monday. Not today. I'm streaming today, but if I'm streaming tomorrow or if I'm streaming on Monday, maybe give that a go. But as I said, bless you. Take care. See you again. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Flip a coin. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. Alrighty. Good night.